Okay, so this video is about how I apply my makeup, especially when it comes to taking pictures in HD, because most cameras now are in HD, or if you have a camera that films, obviously it's in HD. So anyways, doesn't matter. The picture that I have posted on my Facebook, and I'm wearing a pink shirt. I try to recreate the same look, but I don't know, because I added bronzer, but for some reason it's not showing up in the camera. I don't know if it's the lighting, because, yeah. So anyways, I remember my cousin, Maria, she commented on my Facebook picture on my makeup, and I told her that, she said I have nice skin, and I don't think, well, I don't think I have the perfect skin, but I don't have the worst skin either. So, and I think what makes a difference is how you take care of your skin by cleaning it and exfoliating it. And also, if you do wear makeup, do you take it off at night? You know, that makes a huge difference, because I know I used to do that, and that would break me out, and not anymore. I haven't been doing that since many years. I always take my makeup off, even if it's with the makeup wipe. You always have to take off your makeup, because it's bad to go to sleep with makeup on. Bad. And the makeup that I was using on the picture that I have on my Facebook, it was by MAC. And this one is the Studio Scope. It has SPF of 15. The one that I didn't recommend for her is this one. It's the Revlon Photo Ready. Now, this one is meant for pictures, supposedly. But the thing is that what I don't like is the shimmers that it has. And it has a pump, obviously. And it has a very good selection of color. And this is more like a light to medium coverage, not a full coverage. It does last the day. It does last. You don't have to reapply it. The thing that I don't like is, again, the high SPF of 20, because although it's good, the SPF, to prevent sun damage to your skin and cancer, right? When it comes to makeup, the higher the SPF, the more it's going to create that white cast, because the HD camera nowadays, cameras come in HD, they take the picture, right? And if it has shimmers like this one, this foundation has shimmers, it's going to beam off to the HD camera, and it's going to create that white cast. And that's something that is not going to look good in cameras. So the one that I recommend is any foundation that has less than 20. I would say maybe 15 the most. And the one that I recommended for her was the Revlon Color Stay. It's a 24-hour one. They have good selection of color, and it does stay throughout the day. And also, it's very good when it's, obviously we're not in summer anymore, we're in fall. So it does very well. The liquid foundation does stay very well in the summertime as well. So that's the best one that I recommend. And this one is very good as well. But this one is more like the form is gel form, and you do have to shake it up. And then the best way to apply, I feel the best way to apply makeup is using a sponge, and these ones are disposable. You can get a whole pack for maybe $1. They're pretty cheap, Yeah. And then after you apply your foundation, then obviously you want to apply your concealer, and this is the one that I like. It's the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This one is an NC35, if anybody's wondering. And this one is great because it conceals the under eye. I don't get puffiness, but it does, obviously it conceals that. It conceals spots that you have that you want to conceal, sunspots maybe, age spots maybe that you have. Anything that you want to conceal, it's going to do its job as long as you know how to use it properly. And the way that I use it is, again, with the little sponge. Okay, next. Now, after your foundation and your concealer has settled into your skin, what I do sometimes, I just I go like this. I fan myself. You get a powder that matches your skin tone, right? And you also get a powder blush, and this one is by Equal Tools, and you can find it at CVS, Rite Aid, Ulta, Target, I think. I'm not sure. So this is the MSF in medium dark. Now, obviously, the packaging of this one doesn't come like this. It actually comes in one of these, but I depotted it so that I can do back to MAC. So, yeah. So anyways, all I do is get my powder blush, dip it in, put it all over my face. And if you're this one costs $29, but this one, what's great about this powder, the mineralized skin finish, this one, it has silica in it, right? So when it has silica, the thing about that is that it creates the illusion that you have like flawless face and silky and smooth face. So if you see my face right now, that's the one that I'm using. So yeah, it does its job, you know. It's like you're not gonna buy powder. If you're thinking about buying that one, I recommend that one because it lasts you for a few months. It lasts you a few months. Or you can use, so if you want to do MAC, you can use the Studio Fix, and that's a great powder. That's the powder I used for my cousin's wedding when I remember when her photographer came to our table, and she took a picture of my brother and my mom and I, and my face looked flawless. There, I can say my face looked flawless, but I think I was like 2 years younger. I didn't have a baby either, so my face looked, my makeup was bombing right there that day. But if you want to do the drugstore, and I would recommend the Rimmel Stay Matte. The only thing with the Rimmel that I don't like is the color selection. I don't like that. I do like CoverGirl for the color selection. I do like Revlon has good color selection. And they have also the matching, if you're going to do this one, they have the matching HD powder. And you can do that. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know. After you do your powder, then you do your blush. And the blush that I like is this one. But the only thing is that this one came in a limited edition. And I can recommend you this one. But I'm using it so I can do back to MAC. I do back to MAC a lot because if you don't know anything about MAC, is that if you do back to MAC, you get a free lipstick or lip gloss. It used to be eyeshadows, but not anymore. So anyways, the blush that I recommend, let me look for it because I have so many blushes right here. Okay, I recommend a pink or a peach blush. If you can do both, then you can do both. This one is, hold on, I'm sorry. This is a peach blush. Oh no, this one is a limited edition. This one is you can find it at the MAC and it's peaches. It's a sheer tone blush, so that means that it's sheer, like it says its name. I don't know, can you tell right there? There you go. You can tell right there. You can build it up and it's not gonna look cakey. It's gonna give you that glow within you. That's what that's the trick about makeup. Like, you need to know how to use it. So that's a sheer tone. Now, if you like shimmers in your blush, if you want to skip the highlight, but you want to do both blush and highlight, I would do a mineralized blush by MAC. And this is Dainty. This is a pink one, and it has like little shimmers. This one you can tell, like even in the camera, it's not showing the, like, it's really like very pigmented. It's so pretty. Like in person, it's so pretty, but I don't know why the camera is not picking it up. I don't know if you can tell, but there you go. It's so pretty though. It's like the color of my lips, like, but you can't really tell. And it has very little shimmers in it. But that's if you like shimmers though. If you don't like shimmers, then don't do it. And then, let me see. I know CoverGirl has very good blushes. Physicians Formula has very good blushes. And they have good highlighters. Now, speaking of highlighters, MAC always comes with limited edition highlights. But you can always find them there. This one is by Candlelight, and this one is a highlight. And it's an MSF, but it's considered more of a highlight. You see that? See that glowiness? And this one, what I recommend if you're gonna do, I forgot to mention, if your blush is very pigmented, you can just use a stippling brush, and it's just gonna do an airbrush effect into your face. It's gonna do its magic. And if you're gonna do a highlight, you can either do it with your hand, or you can use like a small, this is a contour brush, but I use it as a highlight brush. And you just put it bridge of your nose, cupid's bow, on your chin, right here, okay? For your highlight. Physicians Formula has great highlights. And then if you're gonna do, what is that, bronzer? This one is Sunny by Nature, discontinued. Again, can't recommend this one, but any bronzer. I know Revlon has a bronzer, great bronzer, and also Physicians Formula Bronze Booster is called. And that one is a great bronzer too. And you can use an angle brush. And all you do is make a letter C. So you're going to go right here on your hairline. And then you're going to go right here on your cheeks. Because for me, I have and even if you have a double chin, like you can take away the double chin. People won't notice because you're creating like this shade, a shadow. You're gonna create a shadow right here, and people are not gonna notice. Like my friend told me one time, "Oh, you lost some weight," but the truth was I didn't lose the weight. It was the bronzer. It was funny. It was the bronzer, and she thought I lost weight. I'm like, "Oh yeah, thank you." But I didn't lose the weight. Okay. If you wanna have a smaller nose, this is what Marilyn Monroe would do. Cause she was pretty smart girl, very pretty. But what she would do is, because she didn't like her nose or the features of her face, she would contour. She would get her bronzer, not a lot. Get your angle brush, and then just go on the sides of the bridge of your nose. Sides, not on your bridge of your nose, but the sides, and then you go right here. And that's just going to elongate and going to create that effect that your nose is slimmer when it's really not slimmer. Okay, I think that's the magic of makeup. Like creating illusions, and they're not really there. People don't think about it, but it's true. Okay, so anyways, I don't recommend eyeliner for beginners, but there's eyeliners like this one. There's also, oh man down. There's eyeliners that, like these ones, the retractable ones, and you can tightline, waterline, and then after you do your eyeliner, I recommend using a black eyeshadow. This is Nightbreed by NARS. I don't recommend that one, sorry. I recommend MAC by Carbon, or any matte eyeshadow, so it can set your eyeliner, and that way it won't run down on your eyes, underneath your eyes, and you won't have that raccoon eye face. And then if you're gonna do your eyebrows, I recommend NYC. They have it's a trio. It has the wax, and it has 2 eyebrow powders, a light one and a dark one, and then it has a small mirror, and it has a small angled brush, and you can use that too to frame your face more, because eyebrows do magic to frame your face. And then if you're gonna do your eyeshadow, now with eyeshadow, I recommend a paint pot or an eye base, and this is like your glue. This MAC is Painterly by MAC. It's a paint pot, and it's a skin tone color, and you put it all over your lid, to your crease, to your bone, and then you get, I recommend matte eyeshadows, sorry. And all you do is you get your, for me, for instance, today, all I did is brulee, dip it in, and all over my lid. And then I got my 224 by MAC, and then my soft brown, I dip it in, and I went into my crease. And that's just going to create that airbrush look. And then, what else? You can apply a lid color if you want to. Today I didn't want to do too much makeup, because I'm at home. It doesn't make sense for me to do too much makeup. So if you're gonna do your eyelid color, this is an eyeshadow color, whatever. But all you do is, hold on. It's so hard for me to open these ones, so I'm gonna open this one. You dip it in there, tap off the excess, and then just go in there. And the reason why you tap off the excess is because you don't want the eyeshadow to have fall out into your eyes, because then you have to use a powder and go like this, right? Okay, so then after that, what I do is I get an eyelash curler. This is by Revlon. And then my mascara. And then I love L'Oreal mascaras. They have the best mascara. Sorry, something. They have the best mascaras. And I know who else? Maybelline has extremely good mascaras. And CoverGirl has good mascaras too. So, and they're a drugstore. You don't have to spend so much money on mascaras. Okay, smokies. And then after that, you moisturize your lips. And I love Carmex. Very good for the winter and the fall, because you know how your lips dry. So yeah. And then my favorite lipstick, the one that I'm wearing right now, the one that I have posted on my Facebook too, is this one. It's an NYX Lip Smacking Fun Colors, and it's number 620. It's called Paris. It's like a bright pink. That's if you like pink. I mean, if you don't like pink, then don't do pink. The one that I recommend for everyone, it's more on the neutral end. This Ferris Nude. It's a L'Oreal lipstick, number 800. Yeah, and this one is more suitable if you just want something that is more everyday and that you don't want to attract attention to yourself. Yeah, but it's a pretty color. I love that one, Ferris Nude. Okay, and I think, trying to make sure. I don't recommend lip glosses because, nah, I don't recommend that. It's too much maintenance. And that's pretty much it. You know, that's my video. I have to stop because this video is too long. Okay, bye. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'm gonna make more videos about makeup because I love talking about makeup.